My parents told us only the most successful child would stay in the family and the others would be disowned. I was 15 when my parents called a family meeting and announced the competition. My dad stood by the fireplace looking uncomfortable. My mom sat on the couch with a notebook, her face completely blank. They explained that raising 3 kids was too expensive. Only one of us could stay in the family. The other 2 would be removed from the will and expected to leave at 18. My older sister Emma was 17 and immediately started crying. My younger brother Lucas was 13 and asked if this was a joke. Dad said it wasn't. Mom opened her notebook and showed us the ranking system: academic performance, extracurricular activities, household contributions, and something she called personal character. She'd give us scores each month. The highest score would get privileges and investment. The others would get nothing. Emma asked what happened if we refused to participate. Dad's face went hard. "You're already participating," he said. "This is our house and our rules." The first month, Emma ranked first with 91 points. I got second with 78. Lucas came in last with 65. Mom posted the rankings on the fridge where we'd see them every day. That's when things started getting weird. I came home from school one afternoon and heard my parents talking in their bedroom. The door was cracked open and my dad was crying. Actually crying, which I'd never seen before. Mom was saying something about how they had to keep going, that it was almost over. When I knocked, they both went silent, then came out, acting completely normal. I started noticing other strange things too. Like how Emma would catch my eye during dinner with this knowing look, like she understood something I didn't. Or how Lucas stopped crying about the rankings after week 2 and just went quiet, watching everything. One night I needed a calculator for homework and went into Dad's office to borrow his. I found a folder on his desk labeled March 2024 to March 2025. Inside were printed emails between my parents and someone named Dr. Patricia Chen from something called the Family Studies Institute. The emails talked about observation periods and documented responses. There were notes about each of us: Emma's emotional regulation, under stress, my problem-solving approaches, Lucas's coping mechanisms. The emails referenced payment schedules: $15,000 per month for participant family. I took pictures of everything with my phone before putting it all back exactly how I found it. At school the next day, I couldn't focus. Why would my parents be getting paid to rank us? What was the Family Studies Institute? I searched for it online during lunch but found nothing. That weekend, Emma got caught sneaking out to see her boyfriend. Mom and Dad called another family meeting to announce she'd lost 10 points from her character score. But after Emma left the room crying, I saw Dad slip a piece of paper into his pocket. Later that night, I snuck into the laundry room where Dad always emptied his pockets before washing clothes. The paper was there in the basket. It was a note in Emma's handwriting that said, "I know what you're doing and I'm playing along because I love you both." There were other weird things, like how my parents' credit card bill showed a $200 charge to a spy camera website, or how I'd catch Mom writing detailed notes about our reactions to the rankings, always hiding the notebook when we came near. Or how Lucas told me one morning that he'd heard voices in the living room at 2 a.m., multiple people talking, but when he checked, only our parents were there. One night I pretended to be asleep when I heard footsteps in the hallway. Through my cracked door, I watched my dad crying again, whispering to my mom about how he didn't know if he could keep doing this to us. Mom hugged him and said they'd made a commitment and needed to see it through. 3 weeks later, I found another document in Dad's office. This one was different. It was a letter from the Family Studies Institute dated before they'd even told us about the competition. The letter outlined something called Manufactured Scarcity Study Protocol. I read the whole thing, my hands shaking. And that's when I discovered what my parents had really been doing to us for the past 6 months. The rest of the story is on my channel or linked below.